The theater lights inside America's Got Talent glow softly as the crowd settles into their seats, unaware that they are about to witness something unforgettable. The atmosphere carries the usual mix of excitement and skepticism that always surrounds audition day. When the Filipino teen walks onto the stage, he looks small against the massive backdrop. His shoulders are slightly tense, and he grips the microphone with both hands as if steadying himself. The judges' table sits just a few feet away, and at the center of it is Simon Cowell, known for his blunt honesty and impossibly high standards. Simon studies the teen carefully, as if trying to predict what is about to happen. The young performer introduces himself with humility, explaining that he comes from a modest background and that music has always been his escape. When asked what he will be singing, he answers that he has chosen a song by Elvis Presley. A ripple of reaction moves through the audience. Covering Elvis is not just bold, it is dangerous. Elvis is not merely a singer but a cultural icon whose voice defined an era. The judges exchange glances that silently say the same thing: this better be good. The music begins with a slow instrumental introduction. The teen closes his eyes, inhales deeply, and for a brief second the entire theater feels suspended in anticipation. Then he sings his first note. It is low, warm, and shockingly authentic. The sound doesn't resemble a teenager trying to imitate a legend, it sounds like the legend himself has stepped back into the room. The audience's skepticism evaporates instantly. Simon's posture shifts as he leans forward, no longer relaxed but fully attentive. The teen's nervousness fades as the melody continues, replaced by confidence that seems to grow with every lyric. His voice carries a natural vibrato that feels effortless rather than forced. There is depth and maturity in his tone that contrast sharply with his youthful appearance. The performance doesn't feel like karaoke or tribute, it feels like a revival. The crowd begins to murmur in disbelief, some people gripping the arms of their seats as if trying to ground themselves in the moment. As the song progresses, the teen's transformation becomes undeniable. He moves subtly but purposefully, channeling the charisma that made Elvis unforgettable while still maintaining his own identity. He does not exaggerate or caricature, instead, he respects the spirit of the music. Each lyric is delivered with emotion that suggests he understands the soul of the song rather than simply memorizing it. The camera captures audience members with widened eyes and open mouths. Some are already rising to their feet, unable to contain their amazement. The judges exchange stunned expressions. Simon's face, often unreadable, now shows clear surprise. He narrows his eyes slightly, as if analyzing whether what he is hearing is truly real. The teen reaches a powerful section of the song, and his voice swells with intensity. The richness of his tone fills every corner of the theater, resonating against the walls and echoing in the hearts of those listening. It feels as though time has folded in on itself, transporting everyone back to a golden era of rock and roll. Yet there is something fresh in his delivery, something youthful and vibrant that prevents it from feeling like a simple recreation. When he hits a high note, it is executed with such control and clarity that the audience erupts mid-performance. Applause and cheers break through the music, but he remains focused, eyes closed, completely immersed. That composure under pressure only deepens the impact of the moment. The judges are no longer evaluating, they are experiencing. The final chorus builds with emotional intensity, and the teen pours everything he has into the last lines. When he holds the final note, it rings out steady and strong before fading into silence. For a split second after the music stops, there is absolute quiet, as if no one wants to disturb the magic that has just filled the room. Then the theater explodes. The crowd leaps to its feet in a thunderous standing ovation. Cheers, whistles, and applause merge into a wave of sound that crashes over the stage. The teen stands there, blinking in disbelief, overwhelmed by the reaction. His chest rises and falls rapidly as he tries to process what has just happened. As the applause continues, the camera shifts to the judges. Simon shakes his head slightly, a small smile forming despite his reputation for restraint. When the noise finally settles enough for him to speak, his voice carries both surprise and admiration. He admits that he has heard countless Elvis tributes over the years, but this felt different. It felt authentic and rare. The other judges echo his sentiment, praising not just the vocal resemblance but the emotional connection. They emphasize that what makes a performance special is not imitation but sincerity, and this teen delivered both. Backstage, his family watches through tears, clutching one another as they realize that this single audition may change their lives. On stage, the teen listens to the praise with humility, nodding politely, still appearing slightly stunned. The moment stretches as anticipation builds for the final verdict. The audience begins chanting in support, clearly wanting more from him. Then comes the dramatic pause that defines so many unforgettable auditions. A judge reaches toward the golden buzzer. The crowd gasps collectively, the sound sharp and electric. When the buzzer is pressed, a burst of golden confetti rains down from above, shimmering under the stage lights. The teen drops to his knees, overcome with emotion, tears streaming down his face as he looks up at the falling gold. The judges rise to congratulate him, and Simon offers a handshake that carries unspoken approval. The audience continues cheering, many recording the moment on their phones, aware that they are witnessing something that will soon go viral around the world. In just a few minutes, a humble Filipino teenager has stepped onto one of the biggest stages in entertainment and delivered a performance powerful enough to revive the spirit of Elvis for a new generation. What began as a nerve-wracking audition has become a defining life moment. The stage that once seemed intimidating now feels like the place where destiny unfolded. And as the confetti settles and the applause lingers, it becomes clear that this was not simply a good audition. It was the birth of a star and a reminder that true talent, when paired with courage, can transcend time, culture, and expectation.